So, I picked up some new AR glasses. The Vitures. Right here. And I want to talk about them because after owning them for 24 hours, I want to give my honest thoughts and opinions. And obviously, you guys already know, I really do love the XREALs. So, let's talk about it. Starting off right away, both of these headsets, whether you get the XREALs or this is the Vitures, or you get the XREALs, one thing you're going to notice real quickly, and it's the most annoying, frustrating thing ever, is how hot they get. Trust me, I've wore glasses my whole entire life since I've been like 6 years old, okay? So, and again, these are just regular glasses and they're never going to heat up in any way. And obviously these have electronic components inside. But it's to a point where the Vitures heat up a lot more than the XREAL. Like the XREALs, they get hot, but I would say more lukewarm, which for me at least, I'm a big guy, it happens. I sweat a lot on my head because of the extra heat. These get actually like to a point where it's almost burning. Like these get very, very hot. And it's really just on the side that has the, obviously the port for that connects to your phone or connects to whatever you're connecting to. So that's definitely, again, like I said, a major issue for me. It's less bad. It's better on the XREALs than it is on this device, but on this device, it is bad. It is very, very bad. That's number one, okay? A true difference between those two. That's my major complaint. Everything else, I kind of love, and I really do. So the Vitures are a little bit different than the XREALs. So for the XREALs, when I got these, I also had to go ahead and order custom prescriptions from China because you can't get these in America. And went to my, eye doctor, and she said she can't give me prescriptions for these. So whatever, I had to go to China to get these, and they work fine. They work perfectly fine. I can put these glasses on, see everything, and everything is perfect. And as you can see, as I turn left and right, everything is fine, right? So these are how the XREALs work. Now for the Vitures, it's a little bit different. It's actually kind of more convenient, in all honesty, is instead of getting prescription lenses, which you will have to get prescription lenses if you have like really bad eyesight. I think it's above -5 on the left or right eye. You have to get prescription lenses, which that's going to be a whole process on itself. But when it comes to these actually have custom built-in adjustments right here and right here that let you be able to change the vision of the headset to be more accurate to what you need to see and how you can see, so you can see perfectly fine. Now, I will say there are some drawbacks with this. First off, when you are using the headset, like for example, using AR technology with the headset, it's great. It's fantastic. And you're able to change the vision and see your screen perfectly fine, right? The problem is outside of your VR, your AR space, right? Outside of looking at your device when you have it connected to your phone or your tablet or your Xbox or your PlayStation, whatever, right? Outside of being connected to that, that's where things start to become a little bit of a problem. Is that the rest of the world is blurry. That's right. It's actually like blurry the rest of the world, which really sucks because at the end of the day, I get it, right? The prescription lenses, the prescription custom settings are just for the AR world. I wish they were for everything, though, because I've wore glasses my whole entire life. I cannot see without glasses. So when I'm wearing these, right, it's nice to sit here and be able to, okay, hey, listen, I have a screen right here, which is a beautiful screen, is amazing. I think, honestly, the quality of display is better in these than it is in the XREALs. But again, I can't see anything outside of these. So I can't walk around with these on, right? Because I can't see outside of these glasses. I can only see the AR screen perfectly fine, but the rest of the world, it's all blurry mess for me. So that's the real big issue when it comes to prescription, and the difference is here. These have prescription lenses I got custom in here, which again costs $100 extra. It is what it is, but I can put these on, walk around the world like everything's normal, and see crisp everything. Everything is crisp when I put on the XREALs, because these are, outside of AR glasses, really perfect glasses. I can see Ryan Tim Tech, I can see, Madden, I can see everything. These look and act perfectly outside of utilizing, the AR technology, which is kind of, in my opinion, what I wanted from AR glasses. I wanted AR glasses that I could use as normal glasses, but also use as the cool AR technology. That's what these give you, which is perfect. These, on the other hand, do not. These only give you the prescription if, again, you have it customized. Well, you're looking at something at the moment in time, not outside in the real, world. Which I think is it's a missed opportunity, I feel like, for the Viture glasses. So now let's talk about the one cool feature / difference between these two glasses. And it is transparency mode. So while, yes, it's harder to see for me in transparency mode, these glasses, than it is for this, at the end of the day, there are really big differences between the two. So starting off right away, these can dim 3 different modes. The 3 different modes I call 25, 50, and 100. Now, when you put these in 100, it gets dark in here. It really does block off a lot of light. And I actually don't have it on me right now, but there is a blocker that actually comes in the box, or it comes in the package, that actually blocks off all of this area right here, and it makes it really dark and really cool, and I really do like it. These, on the other hand, only go from 25 to around 75%. There's 2 different dimming options for these. So 3 for these, 2 for these, right? A little bit different, not too big of a deal at the end of the day, but it's a little bit different. Transparency mode, meaning like when I'm utilizing these walking around, again, I know, can't really see without glasses, so these make it a little bit difficult, but these are the best glasses for transparency from walking around, looking around, and seeing the real world, if that makes sense. So when you're using these glasses and you're walking around, it's great, but everything is so dark. It looks like you're walking around with typical sunglasses on, which isn't a problem if you're outside and walking around, right? You have sunglasses on. Cool. No big deal. But when you're walking around the house, it can give you a headache very quickly, right? That's the major issue with these. Second off, a little side note here. The other issue I have with these is you have to find your PD when you are going ahead, your pupillary distance, when you're going and ordering custom frames. And if you get this wrong, you will give yourself the biggest headache possible. Migraine City, you would say. All right, so again, like I said, it looks like you walk around with sunglasses on inside the house at all times when you're wearing the XREALs, which can get very annoying. While these, as long as you can see, you're not blind like myself, it looks a lot clearer and a lot lighter when you're walking around the house and you're walking inside. It doesn't look as crazy when it comes to being in transparency mode, right? Which I think is really a missed opportunity, because if they put the prescription outside of these glasses, right, it would make this so much better, so much freaking better, because then I can see in transparency mode and it looks like regular glasses. It ticks me off how easily, not easily, I guess, but how they could have made these perfect, and it would have been amazing. But if you can see fine, then you're gonna love these for that said reason, right? So I will say, out of the two, these blend AR and real world the best. These are 90 hertz panels, while these refresh rate is up to 120, which is a little bit different. But when it comes to these, it just feels so much more natural, so much easier walking around and seeing things, if I could see. Yeah, so that's the real difference between these two when it comes to actually walking around and seeing things. Next thing I want to talk about is going to be the differences when it comes to connecting these devices to a phone, laptop, MacBook, computer, whatever, right? So first off, this device right here has this bad boy right here, which is like a MagSafe port. And I like this so much better than the XREALs. And the reason why is because it's very easy. I don't think I have a cable on me right now, but it's very easy to go ahead and just have your glasses on, right? Plug them in, just like this. Right here, just MagSafe it, cable down, plug into device, done, right? Very easy, very simple, not much work at all. With the XREALs, it's going to be very difficult for you to go ahead and plug in your device while wearing them. You have to take them off to go ahead and plug in your device. These, you don't have to take off at all. You can take it on, take it off, take it on, off. It's easy, simple as anything, right? For these, you have to plug in the cable right here at the end of the headset. So if you have these on like this, it's hard to, finesse behind your head. You have to move these like this, connect them in. It's a whole process, right? So that's a little bit of a difference. I like it better on this headset than I like it on this headset. If with the next version, the XREAL 3 Pros, if they could adapt this feature, I would love it. It would make these headsets so much better, and I think that would be really cool. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I got a big freaking head, okay? I'm a fat guy. Like, there's no sugarcoating that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a big individual, okay? I got more head than Jupiter has a moon, okay? So, you already probably could tell. Viture did not make these glasses for fat people. That's just a fact of the matter is. These glasses look like I'm a douchebag on a random movie and a beach scene. While I'm walking around like, hey, how you guys doing? And I have this gigantic, like this, on my head. Now, in all honesty, most glasses I wear, I have to get ultra-wide frames at all times. Because most glasses I wear is going to look like this anyway, right? It just goes like that. Now, the reason why I say the douchebag is because you can see, like, the sunglasses part makes it look like a douchebag in my opinion. The other than that, I have really no problem with them going like this, because I'm just used to that from my life of wearing glasses and having a big head. But I will say, these glasses, again, are small. They're not meant for people with big heads. They're meant for people with normal sized heads. If you're a normal sized head, congratulations, you're probably going to like these glasses. But if not, then you're going to have your glasses always be like this. And there's not really a big deal because it does have a good hinge right there. You can see that does bend a little bit, and it's meant, I guess, for people who have bigger heads for it to bend and, like, push out, which I think is fine. I don't know the longevity of how long this will last before it breaks. That's another big feature, right? That I guess, could be a problem down the line. But for right now, I have no problem with it. But I will say, yes, the XREALs fit so much better for someone with a big head and someone who's overweight. And again, you might say, well, why does overweight? I have a big head because I have a lot of fat in my cheeks because I'm overweight, which makes my head bigger. I have photos of me when I was like 190 pounds. Like 3 years ago, I lost 100 pounds. And my head's a lot skinnier. So, little side note here. I'm not just trying to keep bringing up like the fat thing, but there is a correlation between overweightness and the size of your head, right? That's just a fact of life. I'm not saying if anyone's overweight. I'm not saying if anyone's overweight, it's wrong. I'm just saying in the end of the day, that's a correlation. So, as I was saying, no, these feel a lot better. They feel like regular glasses. They go on. It's not like they're stretching like this. It's just simply like this. They made these for guys with big heads, or women with big heads, or aliens with big heads. I don't know. Like, so at the end of the day, these feel so much better. So let's talk about which one, in my opinion, do I like better, right? And here's what I'll say about it, right? It's difficult. Now, I do actually want to bring up one last thing, and that is the different feature or the different accessories that come with both of these devices. So, you can get these devices by themselves with just the glasses and the cable, which is fine. It's no big deal at all. Connected to your favorite device, you're fine with it, right? But if you want to take your level or your next level experience up to the next level, then you could get some other things. For example, you can get this bad boy right here, which is for the XREALs. And this is an ability to connect an Xbox or a PlayStation or any device with an HDMI port to a USB-C to your glasses, which you're able to actually see the device and be all good and happy like that. The next thing is, I have it over there, but it's called an XREAL beam. This beam lets you unlock 3 levels of degrees of freedom. What this means is you have a follows your head. Like when you move your head, it slowly follows your head left to right. There's one that when you body tracking, when you're walking around, it's always following your head. And the next one is you're able to put it in a certain quadrant. You have 4 quadrants, and you're able to put the screen in one corner, and it makes it very small. And it's really cool, right? Those are the 4 different levels you have. Also, with the XREAL Beam, they have applications on there as Netflix, Amazon Prime, and you're able to stream stuff without even using a phone, just having the XREAL Beam. I've talked about many times the XREAL Beam. Shout out to the comment section for telling me I need to get a 100-watt charger so I can charge it better. But other than that, it's very loud. It's very hot. It heats up very quickly, and it becomes a very big nuisance for that said reason. Still love the device, but it becomes a nuisance for that said reason. For the Vitures, you have one real accessory that you would get. You can get adapters. I know there's an adapter that lets you charge your USB-C device while charging your Viture headset, which is cool. But other than that, it's going to be the neck battery, the neck accessory. Okay, I don't know exactly what the name is. But what it lets you be able to do is just like the XREAL Beam, it lets you unlock 3 degrees of freedom. It also lets you connect to Xboxes, PlayStations, or any device with an HDMI port. It pretty much just makes these powerful. It really is the computing part of it. Like, if you get these and you don't get that, you're kind of missing out on a lot. I have mine on back order right now, but it's $179. By the way, little side note here, the XREAL Beam is $130. I had to order it. You can't order from Amazon because they took it down from Amazon. You have to order it from XREAL, which comes from China. So it's a whole process of getting it over here. It's very fun. This right here, you can order this from Amazon. This right here is around $50. So you have the $50, $130 headset alone for the XREALs. $430. I think these are $430 for the Pro version. $400 for the non-Pro version. Get the Pro version. The Pro version lets you get 3 different dimming options. The non-Pro doesn't. Get the Pro version. These bad boys right here, I believe these were $430. So same price as these. The difference between that is you also have to buy the $179 neck option, which again I don't have, but I'm going to assume, and this is me assuming, the neck option is going to be very annoying because it's probably going to heat up. And it's probably going to be like a heating pad around your neck. See? Everything here just heats up. That's what this whole video is purpose of. It's the purpose of it heats up. No, but so those are the 2 options, right? Now, let's talk about, last thing I'm going to bring up here is going to be the connection, the apps that are created for these devices. The XREAL has the Nebula app, which is for Mac. It's also for Android. It's not for iPhone. You can't use the Nebula app on iPhone. But it is on Mac, which lets you get 3 virtual displays. It is also on Android, which is very buggy, but it lets you turn your phone into like a keyboard and mouse, and you have displays up in front of you, like literally virtual displays. You can surf the web. The YouTube is not really working correctly for some reason. You get YouTube, browser YouTube. You don't actually get real like application YouTube, which it's not really that good. I'll be honest with you. It's really not that good with the Nebula app for Android. There is a Nebula app for Windows. It's in beta, and you have to get a USB-C to display 3.0 connector, which you can get on Amazon, like $20, but you can connect that to your computer through a display port, and then you're able to utilize it. Then you get 3, again, Windows in front of you, and that's that. So, again, like I said, guys, both these glasses, whether you get the XREALs or you get the Vitures, they have their pros and cons, right? They have their positives, they have their negatives. Personally speaking, I like the XREALs better. That's just my personal opinion. Might be the fact they're more comfortable on my face. I like wearing them better. And again, I have prescription lenses in there so I can see outside of just seeing inside, or, see inside the glass. I can also see the outside world. But again, if you can see perfectly fine, you don't wear glasses, you might find the Vitures are so much better. Again, keep in mind, if you are going to game on these with, again, an Xbox or a PlayStation or a computer, whatever, or a Steam Deck, you could also connect to Steam Deck. 90 hertz panels, you can only game up to 90 hertz. 120 hertz. Just keep that in mind. 120 hertz, you can have display up to 120 hertz. This is 90 hertz. Now, I know I'm all over the place this video, but I promise this is the last thing I want to talk about. Is when you are in the the XREAL beam, you can make the display bigger in the XREAL, and when you're in the neck thing, you can also make the display up to 120 inches on the Vitures. So again, like I said, just a little side note there, guys. Again, like I said, overall wise, I choose the XREALs. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.